On my first treatment, we already had the result more than 50%. It shrink. On my second treatment, the doctor said it was really so amazing because result in the CT scan, all of the tumors at my lumbar at the back, all were gone. The lungs at the other side is clear. I am Rosalia Sally Mihino Lariosa from Philippines. I'll be turning 52 years old by tomorrow then. I am a mother of a son with other 4 orphan children. 2011, the mammogram result I had a small mass. But the doctor said it's not alarming, it's benign. But then at 2019, it became bigger. I had my core needle biopsy and the result was invasive, aggressive ductal carcinoma, stage 3A breast cancer. I was heartbroken because cancer was not in my vocabulary. I was so depressed then. We had a family friend, doctor, who used to be a surgeon. He then made a mastectomy of that the same month, April, then recommended me for chemotherapy and radiation. 2019, so I've done everything, the series of chemo treatments and a 33-day radiation. It's really tough for me. I know that from 2020, I was already cancer-free, no recurrence. But then, early of 2023, when I got my CT scan, our family friend, doc, who used to be a surgeon, discovered a small nodule. I think it's 0.05 cm. Then, when he recommended me for fine needle biopsy, the biopsy result was then again cancer and or malignant. So he hurriedly recommended me for another chemotherapy treatments. I got a lot of treatments from April of 2023 to October of 2024. But then I decided to stop because I had an experience, 2 weeks or I think more, having nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and even a loss of appetite. So I decided not to continue and seek alternative. Actually, your hospital is not new to me because I got already the 2019 a chance to have a consultation. So I researched again on this hospital. I researched and even watched some other testimonies, YouTube on your page, that there are a lot of patients who got healed and the treatment was minimally invasive. I don't want what I had experienced before will gonna be experienced. So I decided to really visit this Stanford Modern Cancer Hospital, Guangzhou, China. The treatments are the natural and targeted chemotherapy and a combination of your traditional Chinese medicines. For me, there is no any discomfort unlike before. No side effects as far as I know. It makes me better. Actually, I decided really to visit here because I was in severe pain. In fact, this left arm, I can't really move this. It's so painful. And it turned out during CT scan, the MRI result, ultrasound, that there was a blood clot. But then the hospital gave me an injection. The following day, it was already gone. The blood clot was already gone. And then the small nodule here became bigger and larger before when I arrived here. I got already nodule here, another nodule here. It turned out why I am in severe pain. It's because tumors already pushed my esophagus, which in fact, I hardly sleep, I hardly swallow, and I hardly even breathe. And then at my back, it was really severe pain that the vertebrae here has tumor going to my spinal column. Almost all of my lumbars were already had tumors, and both of my lungs had also tumors. And I got also a problem on my heart index and inflammation. They address everything. On my first treatment, we already had the result more than 50%. It shrink. On my second treatment, the doctor said it was really so amazing because result in the CT scan, all of the tumors at my lumbar at the back, all were gone. The lungs at the other side is clear. And then the nodule here, it does not just shrink because we are praying that it will be melted out. And this time, just yesterday, we saw the CT scan that lungs are cleared. The other side has just it is just a small dot of shadow. It is really a miracle. Almost everything were gone, cleared. Even my heart index improved. The inflammation and the blood clot were already addressed. Here, I don't feel any side effects, none even any discomfort. I can already write before I cannot write. I can sit for that long time. I can even make household chores. I even cook already at home. Before I can't do it, I always lie down, and then every time I go to the toilet, it was really so painful. But then for this time, I can even go to the toilet by myself alone. I can get up from the bed alone. My mobility is easy enough. Our doctors are so keen. They're so careful in having the program or the medical treatment that they are considering giving to you. Very intelligent, careful. For the nurses, they are so kind-hearted, friendly, and then they are always concerned. Even at 2 o'clock, they will, in dawn time, they will visit you and check if you had already sleep well. Your staff here are so friendly. They are really accommodating. And then the services here, really excellent. During our second visit here, we discovered that there was that day a trip, Canton Tower, so we joined. Because I can already walk by myself without any wheelchair. So I just walk along together with my husband, going to the Canton Tower cruise. I met a lot of cancer patients like me. We met different nationalities. We got a lot of friends. First and foremost, I would just like to thank my husband. So responsible, so patient, and he fulfills his marriage vow. The marriage vow that he promised, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part, which in fact he fulfills. And I thank my loving husband. For the people around, for our friends, relatives, family, church friends, I am so thankful.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Marcel.
They are in full support in prayer, even on resources. They offered some resources as far as the finances are concerned. They had supported us a lot.
If I can still remember, during the time when I was working abroad somewhere in Abu Dhabi, I was informed by my wife regarding her situation that she had cancer. No? At the time, to be honest, I was so down, and I asked myself why this was happened to my wife. I cannot afford to lose her, because I love her. And that's the first point that I'm trying to develop with myself, that I have to be strong whenever there is some difficulties, even this kind of situation for my wife. I tell to my wife, this hospital really can manage, and they have this expertise in dealing this kind of sicknesses, like for cancer patients. So I am very thankful to God about that, that we are here. This hospital is very accommodating. Even the staff, the nurses, and even all the doctors, when I meet them here in the hospital, I tell to myself that this kind of people really have the heart to help patients which have cancer cases. For myself, from 1 to 10, I am pretty sure I can rate number 10.
Perfect.
Because I really witnessed with myself the expertise of the doctors and also the very accommodating staffs within this hospital. I really experienced it. So I am so thankful. I am so thankful with this modern cancer hospital. I can advise to all patients' families that having the same kind of sicknesses like cancers, I encourage you, do not hesitate, just decide to go through this modern cancer hospital. I am pretty sure they can able to manage and help all the diseases, sicknesses which you have in your patients.
Yes, as far as cancer is
As far as
concerned.
concerned, yes.
Really, life is not that easy, but I thank my God because He healed me. For those battling with cancer like me, don't lose hope. Just approach life positively. Be optimistic. I thank Modern Cancer Hospital, Guangzhou, China, used by God as instrument in my healing journey.